This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kiley.
And I'm Eric.
I think we know who you are.
Oh.
That was really enthusiastic.
I was like, I got all pumped up for that. That was great.
Well.
That made my cooter tingle or something.
You have a cooter, first of all.
Whatever I have.
You don't know what you have.
Whatever,
Okay.
you know.
Yikes.
Something tingled when I did that.
Oh,
right.
boy.
Woo.
Oh, boy. You're getting in the spirit?
Yeah, getting in the spirit.
We're going to see the movie Michael after this podcast. So
I'm excited.
Apparently, Eric's just, feeling all the feels.
Yeah. Michael Jackson. I was a big fan of Michael. Well,
I think everybody was a big fan of Michael Jackson.
Right. Until the later life when things started getting weird. But he still was real popular, even though there's all the, weird stuff that happened.
Right. He got banned after death, funnily enough.
Right.
In like the 2000s.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Or 220s.
Yeah.
It was like, all of a sudden we're banning him in the 20s.
How long has he been dead now?
Oh my God, it
15
was like
years?
2010.
We were going down to Newport. I remember when he died.
We were not together, honey.
Oh, well, I remember going to Newport and heard that.
I want to say 2009 or 10. I mean, I could look it up, I guess, I have my phone.
Just look it up right now.
9 or 10 is my guess.
I'm guessing like 7.
Damn it, I didn't.
2007.
No, I don't think it was that early.
No?
I don't think so.
Because I think it might have been the first year we were going down to Newport. Just look this up.
I am.
Everybody's on pins and needles.
Pins and needles.
Yeah.
2009. You're welcome. June of 2009.
All right, Macaulay Culkin.
What
Good
does
for
that
you.
have to do with Macaulay Culkin?
Because that's who Michael always had at his house, spend the night.
Yeah.
And along with that little Webster kid.
That was like an adult, by the way. He was not a kid.
Webster at the time, he's with Michael Jackson was a kid. And he used to have Webster and a little chimp. Michael had a chimp and Webster, and then Macaulay Culkin was one of them. And then the other one was, who was the kid that used to spend the night at his house all the time?
The kid?
No, he's not. He's a full adult now, but he's in Stand By Me. Corey.
Feldman?
Yeah, Corey Feldman was a kid that always stayed the night at his house.
Like that, I feel like he's like your age. So what is he, like 20?
Well, Michael's 10, 15 years older than me. How old would Michael Jackson have been? Are you looking that up? Michael Jackson is probably 67.
I just want you to know right now.
Yeah.
That the guy that is Webster is a year younger than you.
This is fine.
Okay.
Because
so when you're telling me that this kid is staying at his house, having a rough time, I'm thinking it's just a small adult.
No, but Webster, I mean,
was not a child. He just looked like a child.
Well, why would Michael carry him around?
Because he's a small man.
Is Webster still alive?
No, he died.
What was his name? Emmanuel something?
Yeah.
Emmanuel what?
I don't know, because they keep jumping back and forth between all these things. Michael Jackson was born in 58, so whatever that would make. He died at 50 in 09.
So he's 12 years older than me.
He would have been 66. Yeah. 10 years older than.
So those guys could have been teenagers. They were
you.
teenagers. They weren't. They were teenagers. This is 20-something years ago, or more than that.
Were you 20? Okay.
Okay, not 20 years ago. Don't do the math. They were teenagers. They weren't.
They were not teenagers. Macaulay Culkin was, because he's my age.
When Michael Jackson brought Webster to the thing, this was in the 80s. So 85. So he would have been 14. Webster.
Yes.
Look
He's
up.
Not a child.
Yeah. Wow.
He just looks like a child.
If it was child molestation, I still would have considered that.
Well, yes,
so
that is correct.
So there.
I don't know why we were debating Michael Jackson right now. How did we get?
We should probably
start
the podcast over. I don't even know. We'll debate this on the next podcast. How about that? I don't think they're going to go that
They
route.
do not. I
think they stop in like the middle of his career or something.
No, they stop at the end of his musical career. Like the
highlights of his musical career.
Yeah,
so
this is highlighting his musical career, not his personal life.
Yeah. I'm glad. I don't want this to be a dark movie.
Right, but where my point was getting at is it's kind of funny to me how he was. I mean, we all had all this shit. We knew what happened with Michael Jackson even after he died, and then all of a sudden, literally 12 years after he dies, all of a sudden we can't listen to Michael Jackson music because he was a child molester.
Yeah,
which we don't really fully 100% know because he's dead.
And if
for 12 years,
if you're at a place or a dance club or something and they put it on, everybody goes crazy. To this day.
But then there was like a time where they're like, you can't play it in the club, it's inappropriate. I mean, it was honestly inappropriate 12 years ago.
Because people are stupid.
Right, and so I don't know why we decided to cancel him post mortem. Like, this is ridiculous. But I'm happy to see that like his at least musical legacy is kind of coming through because nothing was ever proven. I don't want to take away any of these like kids that are now adults that saying like things were weird or things happened. That's their story. Whatever.
It is kind of weird, his house, though, in Santa Barbara, where they call it Wonderland or something like that, or I can't remember what they call it, but
something like that.
something like
Neverland.
it. Neverland. I mean,
Neverland
it's kind of
Ranch.
weird that he had, like an amusement park there and animal. Like he did kid stuff, but they
Well,
say
said he was
his
like
childhood was
stuck in
robbed
his
from
like
him.
childhood.
But do you
mind.
really believe that?
I don't know, people.
don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of mental health problems that I'm sure were never taken care of.
Yeah.
And nobody talked about mental health until
Yeah,
like
and
5
I think
years
he
ago.
was. I'm pretty sure he was pretty abused if he didn't
Probably.
perform and do his. Because the lead of their band was a kid.
Oh my God, I know.
The biggest attraction of the Jackson 5 was him.
Right.
And he was like the best,
youngest
and he was still
and,
like the best singer and best dancer. He just had this talent, That's like if Justin Bieber had a bunch of brothers.
Right.
He would be the marquee kid. Right. Who was the kid on the Backstreet Boys that was way young? Nick Carter was way younger.
He was the young one.
He was like 10 years younger than the oldest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched that documentary.
Yeah, you watched a lot of documentaries.
Oh, here's a trivia that you may not know, and you should know. And if you don't know, then I will scold you.
You will feel smarter.
Yeah. You will never be able to say anything about Michael Jackson bad again because I'll be.
Have I said anything bad? First of all,
I guess not.
Right.
Anyway, how did NSYNC get their name? NSYNC.
Like, how did they come about?
Like, why is NSYNC called NSYNC?
Because their voices are in sync.
Nope.
I don't know.
It just happened to say NSYNC.
Oh.
Justin N. His name ends with N.
Oh, I think I did know this back in the day, like in my teen.
Whose last name ends with Y? Joey ends with Y.
No, his.
Wait, NSYNC. Who ends his S?
It's Joey Fatone. Justin Timberlake.
Their first name.
Oh, Justin, Joey, Chris, Lance.
NSYNC. Who's the S?
Chris.
Oh, Chris is S. Joey is Y. N is Lance. No.
Justin.
And why is a C in there?
I don't know, because his name's Lance. Who's the smart one here?
Why? Wait, maybe Lance doesn't have an E on the end of his name.
It does.
Look it up. How do you know?
It does.
Why is it C?
I don't. Maybe because E didn't fit, so they
just said C.
We're gonna make it
and
a C.
And that's Lance. Because they wanted. It says in sync. Our voices are in sync. I get that.
Right.
But that's why they got the name.
Because they took the last.
They took the last name of their first name,
or just second letter of your last name or your first name because.
Well, Lance got screwed out of that.
I know, poor Lance.
Lance Bass.
Yeah, correct.
Huh.
Good try, though. Good try.
Right.
Anywho, off topic.
Way off topic. What did we do last night, dear?
We went to a concert.
Start with our whole day yesterday.
Oh, boy, yes.
Recap our day. Recap it? Recap our day in 1 minute.
It's in your life.
I want to hear how you recap it. I'll do my recap.
Have become tourist season.
Tourist season?
Tourist.
Like,
tourist season.
Like give it to the bull.
Like
hook them with the horns.
Like the astrological sign Taurus.
Taurus. You're a Taurus.
I'm a Taurus. You now have a daughter-in-law that's a Taurus.
Yeah.
A grandson that's a Taurus. A brother that's a Taurus. We're gonna.
I have my good friend Joe that's a Taurus.
Yep. We're gonna have another nephew that's gonna be a Taurus.
Oh my God, that's a lot of Tauruses in our family.
And we're just a-holes. Can be.
I don't believe I 100%
can be.
I 100% disagree. Would you say that?
We are great until we're not.
Yeah, like Joe LaMonica.
Right.
He's great until he turns into the devil.
And then you get the horns.
Right.
But if you don't ever get that horns, you would never know that we're assholes.
Nice people. Everybody likes you.
Yes.
Everybody likes Tauruses.
Because we're very patient. We're very caring, generous.
You listen.
Yep.
Actually, if you think about Augie, he is very calm and checks everything out and patient. And yeah.
And he probably at some point will snap.
When he's mad, yeah.
And he goes off.
Right.
And he's fine. Well,
right.
No, he's probably not fine, but he's a toddler. It's fine.
Try to change his diaper.
He doesn't like it.
No, he was good when I changed his diaper.
He's gotten better.
I gave him a little smoothies.
I think he's gotten over it.
Yeah, he's like, oh. Okay.
I think it's like finally he's like, oh, this isn't changing.
Well, he's destined to use the toilet because.
Well, most humans are.
I guess so.
Are you destined to use the toilet? Because some days I question.
I'm going backwards, man. I swear to gosh. Yeah.
Anywho, so tourist season is
When you
upon
change my
us.
diaper, I'll be very cranky unless you give me a smoothie.
I'm gonna have to.
Right.
So yesterday was Augie's first birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So we had
I can't believe it's been a year.
been a grandpa for a year.
Wow. And you've been a Kiki for a year.
Well, I've been a Kiki for a lot of years.
Right.
So we had first birthday party
at the park.
The park.
It was fun.
And in true tourist fashion, you never know what the weather's gonna be.
Right. It actually turned out to be decent, but it was
Right.
still
There
a
was
little windy. And
some wind with some wind chill.
Like, oh no, at the park.
Right.
Yikes. But it turned out
Because
good.
you would think late April, May, the weather will be lovely.
Yeah.
Never.
Mm-hmm. But it was good.
Never.
Augie even took some first steps that we saw.
Right. Apparently, he's been kind of doing this for a while.
But he consistently did 2 or 3 steps.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then he realizes he's on his own and is like, no.
He's like, whoa, why am I walking? I got to get down.
I think he also in his little baby brain is like, it's way more efficient for me to crawl. Get there faster.
Right. It's kind of when he does walk, he kind of runs. It's like he's like falling over his own body.
He wants to go faster.
Yeah.
He wants to get there faster.
So when he does really start walking, he's just going to run everywhere, basically.
Probably.
He's not going to walk. He will run.
Probably.
Everywhere he goes. But that was really good. And then after the birthday party, we went to Rivers Fraternity to just check it out. He brought Rivers Fraternity ATO.
Correct.
Their fraternity house is on a hill. So they make a slope and bring the snow from the ski area and make a rail jam.
Right. So for their fundraiser, let's clarify this because you didn't say why they do this. They do like a little competition where you ski or snowboard with some rails. You pay to enter. There's raffles. They get donations. It's their spring philanthropy. Mm-hmm. So that they were setting that up yesterday for tomorrow or last night. So we went to check that out. Which I guess
that ramp was pretty steep. Kids must eat shit.
Grace it got cool and windy, but I was like, what you got? I mean, again, you never know what's going to happen in April in Reno. But
by the time those kids start partying at 5:30, there could be 1 inch of snow. They don't care.
Maybe you should have planned this in February.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
One thing I like about going to the fraternity house and stuff.
What?
Is everybody looks like they're just in a really good mood.
Well, they are because they're probably drunk.
Oh. Actually, they all had beers in their hands.
Right. I mean, you think and
it just looks like you're so fun.
22 with minimal concerns.
Why didn't I get to do that?
You could have.
God, I'm so responsible.
You made different choices. Right. You made more responsible choices than I did.
Yeah, but responsible, you don't need to be responsible at 18, 19
Absolutely
years old.
not.
And I chose that.
You did choose that.
I would have been
sure why.
good in a fraternity house.
Oh my God, you would have thrived.
Because I would have liked it.
You could have been the weirdest, kookiest.
And everybody would have just liked it.
Yes. Think of all the chicks you could have pulled.
Oh my God, I had chicks every second.
Yep.
And actually not.
Every sorority girl loves the kooky
dorky
one. Yeah.
Right. I could have probably had you. Oh, yeah,
I mean, we're different ages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, someone that's older than you then.
Right. Not me.
Relative that's 10 years older than you?
I do not.
Okay.
Sorry to disappoint.
But yeah, it just looks fun to me. I enjoy
from
watching
my experience,
River.
I did have fun.
I'm really just glad River's experiencing this.
It's great.
Because one, he's in charge of most things.
Well, no, he's on most things. That's not how fraternities work.
Though.
That's not how fraternities work.
Well, he helps a lot.
No. They are given a task. So his is
sponsorship.
Obviously philanthropy. He might be philanthropy.
Yeah, right.
And so he was in charge of this philanthropy.
Mm-hmm. Then why did he go to friggin' Chicago then?
That was what he did that because he was at that time was in charge of recruiting.
Oh, okay.
There's tons of different rules, and so each person, one person cannot do it.
No, it's a lot of work.
So yeah, you actually get voted into these roles.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, anyway, he's always.
It's very formal.
But he's always, ever since he's been in the fraternity, been kind of in charge of something.
Something.
He doesn't sit back. He doesn't sit
likes
back.
a leadership role.
He likes a leadership role.
Yes.
That's kind of his nature. It's what he likes to do.
Correct.
That's why he'll be a business owner, entrepreneur, most
Probably,
likely, and
yes.
that kind of thing. But he organizes this thing.
Yes.
Not that easy to organize, but
That's
he organized.
Absolutely not.
And he pulls a lot of resources. He called me to get resources, which I help out.
Yeah, he did.
He knows what to do. And the biggest one is he got the Palisades, which was formerly Squaw Valley, to get the snow and then also a banner and stuff like that.
So well, it was basically if you give me the snow, we will advertise for you. Yeah. If you give us a banner, we'll advertise.
I thought it was
free.
Cool that they had ski area banners up because that's kind of cool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it works for the
It works for the event.
what their
Yeah.
philanthropy is.
Yeah. It seems like Palisade would donate anyway.
You would think.
It's something they would donate to a million things, but they were giving the money to Slopes with Hopes or something. Or
Hopes for Slopes.
Hopes for Slopes. People with amputee legs and stuff like that ski. Wonder if anybody entered that has an amputee leg or whatever. That'd be cool.
I don't know.
They probably win if they pull it off because it would look cool.
I mean, they probably have. Well, depending,
right?
Have a
we obviously didn't go to the party at nighttime, but I want to see some video. I got to see some video.
Did you want to go to the party at nighttime?
Of course I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. See, I don't.
I do because I like to see that.
I don't because I feel like
You're old.
I'm too old to be in that crowd. Like these college kids.
The kids don't care.
Yeah, they do. They're judging. Okay. They're judging the fuck out of any adult that's there. 100%.
Would you?
Absolutely.
Why?
I'd be like, what are these grandpas doing here?
Grandpas?
Well, when you're 21, you're a grandpa. And technically you are a grandpa. So you're 21 and you're in your selfish little world and there's an adult there that you think is judging and watching you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not judging though.
But you don't, as you're 21 and your little like inappropriate outfit, you're an adult being there is not cool.
I'm in an inappropriate outfit?
No, as a college kid.
Oh, a college kid. Yeah, like a girl?
Yes. You do not want your parents there.
Right. It's not
I
cool.
I would have died if I saw my parents at a college party.
You would have?
Absolutely.
Except parents' night. That was cool.
Right. That's you know what's coming.
I want to go to the parents' night next year.
I don't know if we didn't get invited or they didn't have it.
I swear they had it.
I don't know.
Or maybe we were out of town or something. Who knows? I don't know anything about parents' night this week.
And because you were not in like that college life, you don't realize that parents are not
cool.
Not cool to be there.
I know that parents aren't cool. I know that much, but I don't care.
Okay, that's fine.
Right. Then to top our Saturday weekend
What are you staring at, creeper?
I don't know. I'm in this weird... I was doing it earlier, too, and I can't move my eyes.
It's very weird and disturbing.
I can't move my eyes right now. It's like I'm locked up. I'm locked in.
Huh.
It's like a deadpan stare, and I don't know why. It was in between your cup and the light.
Okay, welcome back.
Something's wrong with me today.
You slept too long. 12 hours deep.
God, I slept so hard last night. Jesus. That's why we're doing the podcast at
3 o'clock.
Yeah, basically 3
because
o'clock.
You slept till 12:30.
Don't tell anybody that.
Well, it's a fact of life.
Did anybody hear that? Don't tell
everybody.
Them. Don't tell them. Do you know why?
Because you're so tired?
Because last night, after we got home, we took an Uber. And by the way, the Uber from South Reno to downtown Reno was about $42, let's say.
Ugh. Okay, which is a lot.
Which is a lot.
Norm.
Usually it's like
25.
20.
Yeah.
The Uber coming home was like 53.
We were going to go to a bar after, which was not that far, but it's not the best neighborhoods to walk in, so we didn't want to walk.
As the crow flies, let's call it a mile.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which we depending.
As the crow flies, it's probably less than a mile.
I have probably walked it before, but it was a little chilly, and the neighborhood's not great, so it's kind of like we don't really want to walk. An Uber would be like $5 or $27.
I was like, 27. If I really wanted to go, I would have paid it $27. But I was like, 27. Then we're going to pay another 60. By the time that we got 60 to get home. You know.
Well, and then like with drinks on top of it, you just dropped.
Yeah.
A ridiculous amount of money for really
So
nothing.
we said, you know what? Let's just go home. And but anyway, we went to saw Rob Russo,
Asphalt Socialites.
Asphalt Socialites again, and we've seen them a few times. I love all those guys. They're fun.
I know they're great.
They're a good band. And
they are a really good band.
And I love that they play these 80s mashups, and they played a little Cure, and they played their own hits. It's really I'm starting to know their songs because we've only seen them a few times.
Right. You were asking me, are they going to play this as last time? I was quite inebriated last time.
You don't remember?
I didn't remember.
Well, this time you weren't.
And this time I reeled it in.
Reeled it in?
Reeled it in.
Yeah.
And only had 3 cocktails, so I remember everything.
Nice.
I know.
You know what? I'm just going to say this out loud. You looked really good last night.
Thank you.
You're getting hot.
Appreciate it.
God, Kylie.
So you busted out my leather jacket.
Yeah, leather jacket.
Kind of forgot I had.
And everybody kept complimenting your jacket, your hair.
I know. I got a lot of hair compliments.
I know. Good for you, Kylie.
Thank you, Eric.
God.
You don't call me Kiley very often.
I call you Kylie when I want to compliment you. That's what I do.
You call me Kiley when you're mad at me.
And when I'm mad at you, I call you Kylie. Yeah, so that part was good for you.
Yeah.
And then we went and we had dinner. Then the show started. They opened with a comedian, but you can't do it. I've heard this before when comedians are on like podcasts and stuff. They said, when you open for
Like a band.
yeah, like
It's not
I
good.
saw Arsenio Hall didn't
Yeah.
see him, but I heard he was on Joe Rogan podcast, and he said he did a gig where he opened for a band on the whole tour. He signed on for
Oof.
that, and he goes, every night was worse than the
I
next.
believe it.
He was
After
basically
seeing that last
they
night.
wouldn't laugh at anything. They would boo you
Oh.
because they
He
want to
just
see Metallica, not
Oh,
you.
oh.
You know what I mean? And he said he did the gig because it was good money, and he only had to do 20 minutes a night,
Honestly, yeah.
and he would just travel to the next spot
Yeah.
with the band. But he goes, "You want to be the most hated guy in the room?
Oh.
Go up there before Metallica or wherever he was
Right, a
from or
big
whatever."
band. It was a big band.
Yeah, it was a big one, and they're just like, "Get off the stage!"
I could
And he goes,
see
and no one laughs at anything, and so he would just start making fun of the people in the crowd,
Oh, there you go. That's
and then they
funny.
would start, and then they would
He
because
had
he
to
goes,
change his whole
no jokes worked,
Right.
no one cares.
No, I did feel bad for this guy, which
You
I
couldn't even
think
hear
Rob
him.
said later, like, we tried it, it's not good. I think I heard the guy say that, because it's no one's, like, sitting, everyone's kind of milling around, getting drinks, and so
everybody's talking.
Right. And so you couldn't really hear him, you couldn't hear his punchlines.
I didn't hear. It didn't sound like he was even speaking
It
words.
was really hard, yeah, and so you couldn't I felt bad for him because, like, nobody was paying, like, if they were paying attention, they
I heard
probably
him
couldn't
talking to
hear.
somebody in the crowd, and he said he just cut it short.
Yeah,
he's like-
because it fell, and
Yeah.
not that he's hopefully
No,
a
I'm
good
sure he's
man. I don't
funny.
know, but yeah, it doesn't work for a band. You need like a
No.
sitting crowd that's like
and quiet.
yeah, ready to listen.
Because when you in a comedy club, you're not having people actively ordering drinks at the bar with 4 bartenders
Right.
and stuff like that. So, and people, I think, they're there to hear a band, so they're talking amongst them. Usually, just
I
talk and
know.
yell amongst yourselves until the band starts.
I know.
So when
I was
someone's
trying to be
talking,
like nice and try to listen to him, but I couldn't hear shit.
I couldn't concentrate. His voice
Yeah.
just sounded mumbled to me.
Uh-huh.
And so
Yeah, it wasn't coming, and I think they did like the sound check for the band, so I think his wasn't carrying well.
Yeah, his voice
So-
on there too. And it was a little irritating that he was yelling on the mic.
He was yelling.
I know, I don't know why.
I'm not
Because maybe
sure
he thought
either.
people weren't listening, so if he spoke up higher,
Oh, maybe.
maybe they would listen, but it didn't work.
No,
It
it
just
didn't work.
muffled his voice out. So I'm sure he was a good comedian. I don't know.
I don't know.
You have no clue
Couldn't hear him.
if you have a chance to go see him. But then Rob came on, and his band was really good.
Yep, they played their new song, I believe.
I think that was
don't
the
remember
first or
that
second one out. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I never heard that one.
Yeah,
so
I was say I don't remember hearing that one in the
it
past,
must
and I
have
liked
been
it though.
interesting.
But
Justine
I was
there.
drunk last time, so maybe you
Justine,
did
Rob's
play it.
girlfriend, was there.
Yep.
She complimented her twice. So and she's a agent, so she really liked
Right.
it.
So
Yeah,
I
she
felt
would,
it's a
trust me, she wouldn't have said shit if she didn't like it.
valid point. I mean, I would like to hope most people wouldn't if they didn't like it. You're giving me false hope here.
They just wouldn't say anything.
Right.
if they didn't
which
like
is
it.
fine.
I wouldn't tell you they wouldn't like it. But man, these local things, they draw some weird people out though. Not that we're not weird.
Right.
What about there was a guy that was there. He looked like Sam Elliott with fur
Oh my God, I
boots
couldn't-
on.
I mean, I think we all know this at this point. Not like judgy. I'm just not a mean
not?
judgy,
You
but
just whisper things in my ear.
I'm just gonna observe the weird things and comment on them. I don't really care, but I'm gonna quote unquote judge, but not
First of
not
all,
deeply judge.
don't feel bad because everybody judges everybody.
I mean, that's true. Okay, so this guy rolls in, older gentleman, 70s, late 70s, something like that.
oh yeah, mid-70s.
Literally, I mean, he didn't have the mustache of a
he
Sam
might have been
Elliott.
66.
Oh, it was a rough one.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Anywho, did
saw
not
him
have
in
a
the bathroom.
mustache, but he was very thin like a Sam Elliott.
Super thin.
I had these like skinny baggy jeans on because he was so thin, and
Mhm.
like this 80s leather jacket and these Ugg boots that were just furred up, furs and
I
feathers.
don't know if they're Uggs, but
They looked
they're
like
probably
Uggs.
from the 70s.
They
They're
looked
furry.
like Uggs though, but they had like fur all
But also,
over.
it's spring. It's not winter.
Right.
I mean, you can wear those in the
It was a chilly night,
Yeah.
but I was like, what's happening here?
style.
It's a
The guy had his
style.
own style going on.
He did. It was interesting.
What about the other guy who looked like
Oh.
what's his name?
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi.
I
Yeah.
noticed this guy at some point before the show started.
And she said, "This guy
I'm
looks
like, oh my God, this guy looks like he's trying really hard to be like Jacob Elordi's lookalike. Like he had like his haircut.
yeah."
And then like
definitely
grew
hair-
his
and
facial
black
hair.
Yeah.
Like you could, and like he kind of had like an outfit on like he would wear. Like he tried. He's trying to have this look and this style.
He pulled it off. He did.
He did. I was like, huh, all right. I mean,
the only
it's
thing he
your-
didn't pull off
you're
is he had
doing good.
running shoes
He
on,
did have instead
which
of
kind of didn't go with
like
the
a
outfit.
black shoe. It was a black
Like-
ASIC running shoe.
ASIC or New Balance or something.
Yes. And so the run, I mean, it was black, so it went with it, but it was a little off on that one.
It wasn't noticed it till he was dancing.
Till then, I was
then we
observing.
had some issues, yeah.
And the dancing in itself was a whole other thing.
I mean, I've never seen anybody have as least rhythm as this white boy.
And that's a lot coming from you.
Yeah, and this is,
There's sometimes you're tapping to your own beat.
Yeah.
And this guy, I don't think he heard any
But
beats.
on top of that, the girl that he was with.
Oh my God. I don't think they were together. I think
they're just friends. But she was off rhythm too.
So
they were going two different off rhythm, knowing to the beat at all.
It was so bad. I
never even saw something like that before.
It was insane. I was like, how is this possible?
It looked like Augie dancing.
The guy at one point.
You know how babies dance out of rhythm?
He was like tapping. First he was like tapping like a leg, like bouncing a knee to, I don't know what beat. I'm not sure.
He maybe had headphones into a different beat.
He did it. But I'm like, okay, we're swaying to different, like just totally off.
I didn't even notice. I was like, look at this guy. I'm like, what's he doing? It looks so wrong.
At one point,
it looked wrong.
He started bouncing both knees at the same time, and I'm like, this is how Augie dances. But I think Augie has more rhythm.
Yeah.
Like I was
and
like,
the girl was bouncing her hips, but off
beat. Yeah. So
this is a weird.
I agree. Like the most off rhythm dancing I've ever seen.
Right. It's almost like that, that with Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell when they do the Night at the Roxbury.
Right. It's not Jim Carrey. He was a guest on it once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Night at the Roxbury, how they're just off rhythm kind of.
Yeah. It's Chris Kattan and him.
Yeah, Chris Kattan. Yeah, that's right.
I know my Saturday night.
I know you do. But that was kind of funny.
It was slightly entertaining. Then I kind of just felt bad because I'm like, I don't know how you're so offbeat.
Right.
So offbeat.
Every time I see Rob's band, every once in a while he'll go grab the tambourine.
Right.
And he starts playing tambourine. So I told Rob one time, I said, hey, why don't I join your band and I will just play the tambourine.
The Tambourine Man.
Yeah, Tambourine Man. That is, when it calls time for I stay off stage.
And then when it's pop out?
I pop out when it's time for the Tambourine Man. I squiggle through all the people, go to the other side of the stage.
Oh, okay.
And then I come back for the tambourine and I go to the other side of the stage.
Oh, okay. But you have like a whole move, like it already made up in your head?
Well, I mean, I would have some moves, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then I was thinking,
every time
I'd probably be smacking people with the tambourine.
Every time we see it, Rob's band, I think you want to be in a band.
Of course.
So it's like, how can I get in a band? I can be the Tambourine Man.
Right.
And you're saying,
I don't have any musical talent, but I can do the tambourine.
You're telling me last night I'll be the Tambourine Man, and then it'll rip off my leather jacket and swing it around. And then you're like, well, then I'd probably take out the drummer. And I'm like, yeah, you probably would.
I would fling my leather jacket, hit the drummer, so he messes the whole thing up. Right. Then I hit the guitar guy, he messes things up.
Right.
And they all glare at me.
You the tambourine. Have you ever seen that Saturday Night Live sketch?
Chris Farley?
No, it has Will Ferrell and he's in that triangle.
The cowbell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the cowbell, yeah.
Yeah, the cowbell.
That's like you.
Yeah, ding, ding, yeah. That's exactly what it would kind of be. But, yeah, I've never got asked to be in the band. But
I wonder why.
Yeah. If I do ask Robbie, he just laughs at me.
Right. He thinks you're joking. Right. Does he know you're serious?
Really, no, I'm
dead
super
serious.
Yeah.
And I will travel. I'll do it. I'll stop a schedule for a tambourine.
Right. And then I told Skylar last night, hey, we went and saw Rob, the guy we've had on the podcast. And she goes, oh, the midlife crisis guy.
I don't think he's having a midlife crisis. How long has this band been together?
I mean, like 20 years.
Right. That's not a midlife crisis.
They just do it, yeah. They got their own songs and albums and stuff.
They love making music.
Right.
They dig it. I mean, he's had a whole career.
Mm-hmm. I had my midlife crisis early, 40 too. More so.
I mean, that's technically his midlife.
I would call it a midlife crisis.
I think I had mine in my late 20s.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's better. Good for you.
Oh, yeah. Which you don't even know yet. You might not even, oh, no, you're past 40.
I am.
Oh. You don't look like it.
Thank you.
Boom, I get brownie points all day long.
Yes. Oh, so many.
All kinds. But I think people just assume that people have midlife crises in their 50s. But I think people have midlife crises around 40.
I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Or 30. Depending, I think it kind of a little bit depends what time of your life you started your
career's life, whatever.
Your career, your life, married, kids.
Whatever.
I think a little bit depends
early
on that.
I think I had a small one in my early 30s, let's call it, or maybe late 20s even.
I can see that. Okay.
And then I had another one, a legit one in my 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm kind of, maybe even last year when I had my depression thing.
I wouldn't call that a midlife crisis. I mean, that was a crisis.
That wasn't a crisis, but maybe I had another little one there.
No, I don't think so. I think that was just life. Because you didn't make any like.
what causes a midlife crisis?
I mean,
Are you're unhappy with
you're
things you
you're
have?
kind of
You feel you missed on
or
opportunities that you didn't take.
ish, yeah. Or I think you look at your life like this isn't what I wanted. I wanted that. At
Yeah,
this point in my, I think it's
I'm
kind
not
of like
happy.
at this point in my life, I thought I'd be successful. I'd have more money. I'd be married. I've had kids. I wouldn't be
Right.
whatever it is in your life.
Yeah, or I thought I'd be this direction in my life, and I wouldn't have to be worrying about bills. And
Right.
this
It's
kind
kind
of
of
thing.
like you're
Yeah.
basically having like an anxiety attack based on what you thought your life was going to be, your expectation
Yeah.
of your life and where you're at.
What it boils down to is you're not happy.
Essentially.
And then
But
as you get older, I think you just gain. Okay, I'm okay. I understand why I have
well,
this and why I
think
don't.
it's also I think it also depends on different people. Like I think it's where if you are not a anxious person, you probably really don't have a midlife crisis, if you will.
I
Like
think everybody has a little bit of
I mean, I
one.
think I probably yes, but it's kind of like you can talk yourself out of like, oh, I get it. I'm not here because of this. I could do this to do this. Like,
Mhm.
where I think some people are like, well, my marriage sucks. Let me go get a sports car and maybe I'll pick someone up at the bar.
Right.
You know,
Get a Corvette.
right? Corvette is a big
Yeah.
midlife crisis car.
The biggest movie about midlife crisis is American Beauty.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
He loses his
Well,
job. He
this
says, "You know
is-
what? I would have been happy if I was happiest when I worked at the fast food place, and he gets a job
But you're
there.
not.
But me, I always said I was happiest when I lifeguarded. I'm going to lifeguard again.
But you wouldn't because you're at a different place.
Oh,
in
I
your
didn't tell
life.
you. I just applied.
That's fine.
Okay.
But and also that movie, This Is 40. Like he wanted to have this own record company, all this stuff, and it wasn't what he thought. Like it doesn't.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Didn't come out how he thought it was
a record
going to be.
label. Yeah.
So it's their house is going to get foreclosed, all this stuff, and he's like,
Yeah.
this isn't what I thought I'd
It's not what I
right
signed
now.
up for. Yeah. I thought
But
I'd
that's
be
the thing
happy.
is, and I think a part of it is
What makes you happy?
me.
No.
Or-
What makes a person happy and content?
Oh, everyone's different. So that's a tough
But
one.
no, I mean,
Because
but
like that's
there's
very
gotta
different
be
for me than
no,
you.
but there's got to be a thing that if you're happy, you're content with
what you
your
have.
life right now.
Yeah.
And you're not wishing for more.
Right.
Which it's American way to wish for more.
It's true. And I mean, I think as the human way, this day and age, we're live in a very greedy society. So we're always wanting more. I think there's.
And then also there's a thing too. You're wishing this until something like your health goes. And then you're like, you know what? I'd be happiest if I was just healthy. I was healthy, but I didn't appreciate it.
Right.
So at what point is someone happy and not striving for more, or what age do you realize? I think ages vary, right?
I think it's very different for every person.
Right. Because even if let's just say
because every person's life is like different, circumstantially different.
Like let's just say your goal is to be this famous movie star and stuff, and you're an A-lister,
Okay.
and you're making all this money, you're doing this stuff, and now you're depressed because you don't have a wife and kids,
right?
You
work so hard at this job, you're never home,
and you're never home, and you hate being on the road because you're never home,
right?
Or you have a wife,
but this
and kids,
is the life you wanted,
and you're neglecting them.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a midlife crisis about that,
right?
And you're like, but I can't give that up to do that. So, I don't know. There's got to be a definition or a term. Look it up.
Of what?
What's the definition of a midlife crisis?
Oh,
what does it say? I'm curious of what the technical terminology would be, or what the people would say, because I believe that people have, like me for sure, have multiple midlife crises. Whether it's
I don't think it'd be called a midlife crisis at that point.
Right.
Life crisis.
But everybody says midlife crisis at 50. Most people don't live to 100, so midlife would technically be like
an emotional
35.
crisis of identity and self-confidence that can occur in early middle age.
Okay. Exactly what I said, basically.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has a midlife crisis, please call us.
Period of emotional turmoil.
Oh my God, I'm still in my midlife
characterized
crisis.
by a strong desire for change.
Oh, characterized by a strong desire for change.
But a lot of
that's
the time,
why it explains. Even if you got what you want, you want something different.
Because you also there's behind us is that you think if I do this, I'll be happy, but that's not solving the root of the problem.
Right.
Right. Like if I switch jobs, I'm going to be happy, but there's so many things that tie into that that's not going to be that. And you're also holding a lot on one thing like a job or a person or a car.
Yeah. Well, people will have their so-called midlife crisis when like their husband or wife leave them, let's say, and maybe it wasn't your choice, but they leave you.
Right. That is a midlife because that's the crisis. It's your whole life is
crisis.
changing.
Then you're like, I need to make some change. because
that
of
you're forced to make
because
a
of the
change.
result that happened.
But
Or
like
you're
on the,
forced to.
I think I don't know if I've said this on here before, but I've said it to you. Like you can change everything in your life, but if you're not happy within you, nothing. Your environment isn't gonna make you happy. The car's not gonna make you happy. The house isn't gonna make you happy. The city you live in isn't gonna make you happy. The person's not gonna make you happy. You have to be happy with you to be happy.
Yeah. You do have to be happy with yourself.
Yeah,
to
because
be
your
happy.
problems will follow you into that new car, into that new house, into that new city,
Yeah.
into that new relationship.
I wonder how you do that though. How if I just sat down by myself in a room and I was sitting there and said, "What makes me happy?" Do you make a list?
I don't know. I'm a pretty content person in life, so I don't have that problem.
Well, aren't you just perfect?
No, I'm not. But
I
like
have that problem constantly.
I know. I'm a very like happy-go-lucky, half glass full, let it happen.
Mhm.
Things happen for a reason. Well, person. So I don't get into that often.
Have you ever?
I think I have.
I mean, you were married before you had that problem.
Right.
You're like, why am I doing this?
Correct.
Where am I at? Why did I
Right.
sign up for this? Yeah. That kind of thing. But I'm wondering if you're a person like myself
Mm-hmm.
and you sit down and say, what makes me happy?
Mm-hmm.
Is it better to look at what makes me happy at this time or what would make me happy?
What makes you happy at this time? Because
see, that's my problem.
Right. I
always
was
look
just going to say,
ahead.
because no one's looking at what they have. They're looking at what they
You
want.
But if you're just happy with what you have,
then you.
it's so hard for me.
I know
I have a really hard time with that.
do.
And I told you a few weeks ago, I said, I feel really content right now.
That's
and
good.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because I've never felt content.
I know.
I'm always.
I can't even imagine life like that. I'm like constantly content.
But I can always, if I say I'm content, within 5 minutes after I tell you that, I talk myself out of it and want this and this and this and more.
I mean, you basically have to every day change your mindset and basically rewire your brain to think of today, right now, the present instead of the future.
Yeah,
or the
it's
past.
so hard
some
because
people
my whole
will go
life,
back to the past and like relive that.
It's so hard because my whole life
you've lived in the future.
I've lived in the future of what I'm going to do or what I need to do.
Or what's going to happen.
Or what's going to happen if I don't do that.
Right. I 100% do not live in the future. I'm like, I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Yeah. Like I guarantee you, when I said I feel real happy and content, the next day I woke up all anxiety.
No, oh boy.
And it's like, what am I going to do? I can't believe I didn't do this. I got to do this. I got to do that. Why?
It's your brain. You've created this narrative in your brain, and that's your daily narrative.
Right.
So you can change your narrative. It's just a lot of work. You have to every day work on it.
I try actually. I mean, it's like, and you can go to therapy or psychiatrists and stuff. And I've been to that before getting divorced and all this kind of stuff, and been for myself. And weirdly, they give you the drills that I can make those drills up myself. I get it, but it's just like they don't really work.
You have to do it every day. That's the difference.
My brain overpowers doing
That's the thing is you have to. You always tell me if you do it for 30 days, you're going to create a
habit.
You have to redo that to your brain.
Yeah, and that's really hard. Like, meditate, do yoga.
I mean, I'm not a meditator, so I like
not either.
to each their own. Some people that works for me.
But I think when you're reading, you're meditating.
Yeah, I think I am. Yes, I think that's
part of meditation.
That's So we all have our own ways of doing it. So
and I think when I swim, I meditate a little bit because my head's in the water and I relax and your heart, you just you feel your breathing.
Yeah.
And it's not like meditation breathing, but it's a rhythmic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're goofing around between sets and stuff, but still while we're swimming.
Every person's different, so you can't judge.
When you swim like a 600 or an 800, which is a lot of laps, and you're doing it over and over, you have all you have is your mind,
thoughts.
and you feel your heart and your breath going in and out. Because you have to have the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it does put you in a meditative state. And then sometimes you just start spacing out and then you're like, oh, I'm done. I didn't even know I was done, or something like that. So I guess it's part of meditation state. So I do meditate every day swimming.
Yeah. You got to start thinking about.
But then I get in my truck and I drive around and I doomsday me all day.
Right. You have to think about the here and the now.
I have problems here.
Like you have to, instead of thinking 5 hours ahead, think 5 minutes ahead.
Okay. I'm hungry. That's my 5 minutes.
That's fine.
I'm always hungry.
All right. And what are you going to have for a snack then?
Carbs.
Okay. That's your choice.
A Coke and carbs.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice choice.
Well, that's on you.
No wonder I'm having a midlife crisis.
Oh, good Lord. Now you're just being a pain. Yeah. Instead of thinking about your tax bill in 2028, think about...
Right before the podcast, I talked about this tax bill check I have to write. Did you have any thought of ever a tax bill that you would have to pay. Ever.
No.
Especially, we're having a great day. We're going to podcast. We're going to go see Michael.
And did it faze me? No.
Yeah. And Kiley's sitting there getting ready for the podcast, and I go, I got to pay this California tax bill.
Which came in the mail like Thursday or something, Friday.
I've been thinking about it since then.
You just opened it today?
No, I opened it 2 days ago.
Oh, but you've been thinking about it for 2 days?
But I haven't said anything, but I choose to say something while we're having the middle of our perfect day.
You're trying to ruin my day?
Right. But you don't, I don't ruin your day.
It doesn't ruin my day.
You're like, oh, okay. Whatever. What do you get me for my birthday?
No, I did not. You said, do I still have to get you a present?
I said I can't get you a birthday present.
No, you did not. Because we're going out of town for my birthday. And then you said, do I still have to get you a present or is the trip enough? And I said, no, the trip's fine. And you're like, I do have that tax bill to pay. And I'm like, well, that's different accounts, first of all. So why is that?
No, it all goes in the same basket at the end of the day.
Not really. But so I'm like, why is this affecting my birthday?
I'm doomsdaying your birthday.
Right.
God. You should just go on the trip and leave me home.
I know. I'm thinking how much reading I'd get done.
Yeah. You know who doesn't give a fuck about a tax bill?
They don't pay taxes.
Right. These guys.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National.
Great American Storage.
America.
And Reno Yard.
For all your outdoor storage needs. Do you know who Spencer Pratt is? You do.
Absolutely.
Because you watched, what's he on the Hills or something?
The Hills.
Yeah, the Hills. He's running for mayor of California.
Yes, I saw that.
And I listened to him on a podcast. It makes a lot of sense. You know,
he's kind of really
he's kind of like, just a practical sense.
Right.
And he's trying to figure out all the...
He's grown up, lived his whole life in the Palisades.
Yeah. And so they burned down. And
right. His parents' house burned down. His house burned down.
Yeah.
Like his childhood home. So he's knows the community well.
Yeah. Went to school there. And
before
it was a real wealthy community. It was like normal.
It was a normal neighborhood. Yeah.
It was like middle class neighborhood or whatnot. But he's unmasking all this fraud in California along with that other guy.
I mean, how could anybody think there's not fraud in California?
Yeah.
Might I ask?
But the biggest, here's one of the biggest ones that I see, besides the homeless money not going to the homeless. They were going to put the high-speed rail in.
Yep.
So the government gave them billions of dollars to do it.
Billions.
The high-speed rail there's just pieces of steel laying out there.
In like Bakersfield.
Yeah, with the weeds growing through it.
Yeah.
It's billions and billions of dollars.
Where did that money go?
Where did the money go? Did they give it to the contractors ahead of time and they just didn't do it?
Then they're not
following
through?
Or did they push the money somewhere else or whatnot? Now so nothing was built in 10, 15 years. Maybe more than that.
It's been years.
Yeah,
years
at least I'd say 10 or 15 years. Maybe I remember Uncle Dennis talking about that.
God.
And that was 20 years ago. He was talking about the high-speed rail.
Yeah.
So anyhow, this shows you something.
Okay.
In Japan, they built 30,000 miles of high-speed rail in 15 years.
Wow.
30,000 miles.
Yeah. Which their high-speed rail, it was only like...
We didn't build 1 mile.
Right. And there wasn't even 30,000 they were going to build.
Right.
It was going to be like 500.
So what happened to the high-speed rail?
What happened to all the money they were given for the high-speed rail?
Not millions. Billions of dollars.
Yeah, where did those billions of dollars go?
Like, how do you actually say, well, we bought the material, and that's it. We couldn't pay anybody to build it.
With billions of dollars, you just bought material? No.
Like, and how come someone like Newsom can't answer that question?
Right. Oh, he can.
He answers it, but it's...
Because he doesn't want to answer
You don't have to answer it. All you got to do is say, we put the money to homeless.
But here's the thing.
Where'd you really put the money?
But they're not. The thing is that the way the government works is they're supposed to be allocated for specifically those things. It's not supposed to be taken and moved somewhere else by the governor. That's not how it works. The governor doesn't get to pick and choose where the money goes. It's allocated for certain stuff. But my question is, and I know this because my dad worked in state government, and that's the same thing. They had state auditors that made sure where their money was given was used correctly. So who's failing here? Or is it the federal government that's failing in where their money's going, or is it the state?
It's partly the federal too,
because they haven't followed up and been like, "Where are these billions of dollars I gave you?" Or are they in on it too and like, "Shh, don't say. If you don't tell, we won't."
We won't. It's a big secret,
right? Because there's an auditor for everything.
I'm going to give you an example. Like if you went to build a house and you went to get a construction loan, they they roll the construction cost and make it a whole mortgage.
Right.
Right. Now, I know this from being a contractor.
Correct.
When you do something on a construction loan, they give you a voucher, and the voucher's for the concrete work.
Okay.
The voucher's for you get another voucher
It's
at
how
framing inspection.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the bank
keeps track of where
keeps
the
track of
money's
the money.
going.
And then when you, as the contractor, they give you a voucher number to put on your invoice, and you send it to the contractor. Contractors send the invoices to the bank.
And the bank
pays them, and then
And
the
that's
contractor pays the check.
Which makes sense.
And so they because they don't want somebody
taking the money and buying a car.
Buying a car, not putting the foundation in, because they're doing it for the mortgage.
It's going in the mortgage, yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty simple.
Which is also going into like the price of the home.
Yeah.
So that if you foreclose, they make money off of you.
They make money
still.
on it. Yeah, they can sell it as is or finish building it or whatever. Now that makes very good practical sense.
Correct. Why?
Why don't they do that with $1 billion?
They should be.
These are people doing it with 500,000.
I shouldn't say multiple somebodies are failing at their jobs.
But
That's just corruption. It's pure corruption.
This is not just failing. This is like
it's pure corruption on multiple levels, state and federal.
It's like mob shit.
It might be.
The mob actually built shit, though.
That's true. They did.
They might have overcharged for it, but they still had companies that built
it.
Yeah, and did the work.
Got done.
I mean, at least there still would be a high-speed rail,
right?
Even though the money didn't go to the appropriate person.
All of the money, yeah.
There's not 1 mile built.
Right. So where did this money go? But yeah, I get.
And that's one of the list of hundreds of things. How does Gavin Newsom have the guts to run for president?
Seriously, the whole homeless thing. Like, where happened to all the money for the homeless in California?
They've given more money for homeless California
with nothing to show for it.
And homeless has gotten worse. And what Spencer Pratt was saying is they would take an old abandoned building and they would hire the preferred contractors, right. And the contractors would charge $25 million to remodel this thing. And they would make 18 units for homeless people.
18?
Yeah, 18 units when there's hundreds of thousands of homeless people.
And did homeless person live in them?
Probably not. I don't know the answer to that. But anyway, instead of saying, okay, we're going to do this and make this happen, we're going to put it into mental health or whatever and make it an institute or whatever and help with the mental health of it all, because that's the
really
root cause.
At the root cause at the end of the day.
And then also making what do you call it? Rehab centers.
Right.
To get them off of drugs first.
Right, because no one's going to They don't care if they have a roof on over their head, as long as they're getting what they want.
Yeah.
They don't care.
You got to help them with the drug problem first.
Right.
Because when they're on the drugs, they don't care.
They don't give a shit.
Where did all that money go?
Right. Good question.
And you can't tell me Nevada has auditors, that California doesn't have auditors. So who's greasing the auditors?
Right. There's multiple levels of fraud here going on. It's like federal, state, city, county. It's coming from every level.
It's seriously like mafia shit.
Like, it's bad.
Unbelievable.
And then at the same token, who's like approving these billions of dollars to go to California? Let's start there.
And apparently there was billions of dollars given to make sure the reservoirs
were full.
And they were empty.
They were not.
Where did that money go?
Right.
Why were the fire hydrants empty?
Right. Like, there's some massive fraud going on.
The worst part about it is the fire departments have no money.
I know. They cut them. They cut their funding like a week before that fire.
Right. Where's the money?
Like, why would you cut emergency medical services? That's like the one thing in life we all need.
I mean, this is a whacked out shit.
Cut your homeless funds. Don't cut the emergency funds.
Yeah. And that one guy, Nick Shirley, he's an investigative reporter, like a young guy.
Oh, that guy. I didn't know his name.
So he found out hundreds of millions of dollars are going to hospice centers. Hospice. So he went to these hospice centers.
In California?
Yeah. It's an old rundown building.
Wow.
The doors are locked. The sign says open.
But the doors are locked.
So he's knocking on the door and he's like, hey, I have a old person that needs to go into hospice.
Does he want some info?
And I need some information about it. Sorry, sir, you have to come back. He goes, well, isn't this a hospice center? Yes, it is. He goes, well, I need some information. I need information about hospice. Sorry, you'll have to come back. We'll call you later. So he calls, voicemail. And then he hangs out there forever in front after they locked him out. And then he sees like a Maserati.
Wow.
A friggin' Mercedes, all brand new coming out. So he goes up to him. Same people is inside.
Awesome.
He goes, hey, I really am still waiting out here. I need some information on the hospice. Sorry, sir. You'll have to rolls out the window, drives away. So he's like,
what are you
where's
doing?
the $100 million in hospice
Is there
money?
a single hospice person in there?
I don't, like, what is going on? And even the Uber driver last night says, oh, it's kind of weird because Santa Monica's broke.
And you can buy it for $250 million. No.
Yeah, or something like I don't believe what he was saying, but anyway, why is everything broke? And federal is giving billions and billions of dollars. Where's the money?
Right.
Gavin?
Wait,
who built a brand new house?
Right. Where's the money?
We're just recapping this. This is all over the news for years now. I mean, all over the news for years. And this has nothing to do with Democratic or Republican.
No, it does not. This
is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's so much common sense, and you got elected officials who are educated, supposedly.
Right.
That bullshit around. But when it comes to money, people are freaks.
Yeah.
When it comes to stealing money, people are really freaks.
It's true.
What the hell is going on, Kiley?
Fraud.
Right. Eric and Kiley expose California.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we're a little late on that.
I think we are. I'll let that kid.
I mean.
Didn't he get fined $10,000 or something because he was doing that?
No, Newsom freaked out and says they made some kind of law, which they're all corrupt people making the law.
Right.
That if this guy investigates fraud, he gets fined $10,000.
You can't tell me that someone's not going to just pay that for this kid because they will.
100%.
Yeah,
there's
keep going. I'll keep paying your fines.
A lot of people would pay that money.
Keep going. We'll pay your fines.
Yeah, pay your fines. And how would you fine somebody for uncovering something illegal? You find somebody,
right? Which he can take that probably.
So that means you're doing something illegal.
Take that higher, and
it's just not going to pay any money. But
right,
well, I'm sure what Newsom
that
says,
doesn't sound corrupted at all.
This kid is it's a right wing thing, and this kid is making it up. But the kid has
But he has proof. So how is he making it up? And is this kid even right wing? Do we know that?
I would assume yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's all over Fox News, But still.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that. It just
if I were this kid,
because
he went to Minnesota, now he's in California. He stays there for months and months and months and figures it out. What I think he should do, and he probably won't because he's right winged, is go into a Republican state.
He does. He should equal. He should spread the wealth.
Or some Democrats should go into a Republican state and find the fraud. There's fraud everywhere.
Yeah,
you go to Texas, I'm sure there's fraud.
There's got to be.
But
with all the oil, there's fraud.
As much. Yeah. Well, we see it on Landman.
Right. So their red states are not any better than blue states.
I know. Everybody needs a bottle of this to calm the fuck down. Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits Vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to juicytitsvodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
Life There Podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction for all your concrete needs, slabs, foundations. All the wealthy people in Lake Tahoe want their concrete done by Petrilla Concrete Construction. Or you can go to Michael Weems' collection and buy your set of dishes. Why not? Mm-hmm. You can get him on Palm Canyon Drive in Palm Springs, or go to his website at
michaelweems.com.
And if you love this podcast, raise a 5, follow, subscribe. We need more sponsors out there, folks.
Always.
We like a sponsor. We're close on getting a couple more, but we need somebody.
We're trying to not do fraud and do it the right way.
Yeah.
No.
I'll take your money and I'll buy me a new coffee cup.
A new coffee cup?
Yeah.
Because that's how cheap our sponsorship is.
Yeah, I can buy a new Arizona Cardinals hat. But for those of you that do sponsor, thank you very much. Anyway, dear, guess what?
It's that time. I know. We got to go see Michael.
Last call.
Oh, boy.
Hey, babe, who are we going to cheers today?
We're going to cheers to baby Augie.
Baby Augie.
Happy first birthday.
He's so cute.
Congrats to being in the world for a year.
He's such a good baby.
Congrats to Papa for being a grandpa for a year.
Hello, Papa. Papa, don't preach.
Papa does preach.
Who sings that song, Papa Don't Preach?
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know.
Madonna.
Oh, no.
Papa, you would have got that one.
But this Papa does preach, though.
Oh, Papa do preach.
You preach.
Papa do preach. Right on, dear.
Right on.
Subscribe or follow us on wherever you get this podcast, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into My Life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you.